Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome. Couch Potato here, sitting on the couch, doing what I do, watching TV, perusing the internet. And I was just sitting here and I was watching, well, it doesn't matter what I was watching. I was watching, it's about music basically. And they kept talking about albums, this album and that album and the other album and the White Album. Was one of the specific albums that they talked about. It was something to do with it was a show on the '60s, and they were talking about how music and the Birds, and anyway, it doesn't matter. And I got to thinking, album is that a term that's still used nowadays? Do MP3s or our wave files, our music files now? Are we still calling it an album? Is the album was released? Because I know they're still making albums, but I can't help but think that it's really kind of lost some of its luster. It's a grouping of MP3 files, grouping of MP4 files. Is that what it is? Grouping of whatever, music files. Yeah, that was a bitchin' group of files. I'm telling you, kind of loses its luster a little bit, does it not? Or completely and totally loses. But I mean, back in the good old days, it was an album. They released the album this week. They released their new album. It's a great album, right? But nowadays, can't do that anymore. Not unless you're talking about the 50 or 60 people who still think that records, albums, and I grew up during all of this. I had a stack of 45s and a stack of 33 and the thirds, and even had some of those 78s that were the thick albums that, I don't know, basically you could really hurt somebody with those things if you whipped them at them. So anyway, I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Not really anything all that special or really even all that funny to a certain extent. I just got to thinking that maybe some other people would enjoy the thought that it's not really, things aren't cooler nowadays. They're kind of dorkier now that we're talking about files instead of an album. So yay for us old people. We won one once. Alrighty, that's all I got. Everybody have a good one. I hope your life is going as it should. Everything's good, or at least somewhat good. And I will talk to you next time from the couch.